Wherever Rosemond is, please come forward. Please, wherever you are, come. You need to hear this. Or whoever would hear this, let it get to her. And the entire NDC establishment who bought hook, line, and sinker the lie she came and told you, and you took it and ran with it, all of you should also come and take this. Rosemond, you have gotten away with murder for too long. You've gotten away with murder for too long. But today the ghost is out. The ghost is out today. If you have heard our elders say, we should let sleeping dogs lie. You should have allowed sleeping dogs to lie. And I hope that from today onwards, you will respect this saying and abide by. I know the story very, very well because I am part of it. That is why it is incumbent for me to share this particular story and how you have been absolutely ungrateful to a man that was there for you. And it should be probably a disincentive to other young ladies and young people in general not to follow suit. That you never do that to anyone. So let's start with this Rosemond story. I have known Rosemond to be a party girl for some time. I have worked with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for a very long time. And in 2017, when he became vice president, he offered me opportunity to work with him. So I worked with him the very first day he was working in his office as vice president. We went together and we worked. After some time, I, as a party person, decided that I was going to do party work again. So I decided to contest for National Youth Organizer and come well into party fold and do party work again. I contested in 2022 and won and became National Youth Organizer. But at the time, we had already started the DMB project for president. So I was deeply involved. And when I became National Youth Organizer, DMB, then as he was the sitting vice president, asked that I handle the youth front of his campaign. But because I was a national officer, I couldn't be in the front of it. So we had to find a way to work it out. So a team was put together, led by my brother Manaf and Manaf Ibrahim and Richard Jemfi. One evening, I got a text message from DMB to see him at 5. So I rushed to his office at the Jubilee and went into his secretariat and asked the executive secretary, Madam Lisbeth Utuka, to inform the boss that I was around. She did, and he told me to wait. So I went into the inner chamber of his waiting area to wait for him to call upon me. When I got to the sitting area, Rosemond was sitting there. We exchanged pleasantries and spoke lightly, and he called for Rosemond to come in. Rosemond went into the office, had a discussion with DMB, and came out. Then the boss called me and I went into his office. The first question he asked me was, "Do you know Rosemond?" And I responded to him, "Yes sir, I know Rosemond." Then he asked me, how do you know Rosemond? And I told him that, oh, I know Rosemond to be a party person, and that she has been Deputy National TESCOM Coordinator under my predecessor, Nana B, and has been in party service. So I know her, and I think that she also, you know, works around for John Boydu or so. Then he said, okay, that she wants to help with the campaign. She has reached out that she wants to help with the campaign. So he wants to find out from me if I could work with Rosemond within the youth campaign. And I said, okay, sir. Whatever you say, we work with it. I thanked him after our conversation, and I came out and I informed the guys, both Manaf and Richard, that this was what the boss said, that we add Rosemond to the youth campaign. At the point, we're working on data and also their movement plan. So when it was time for them to move, Rosemond was added to the field work for them to go out and get and prosecute the campaign. They go out. After 2 regions, I get report that there were simmering tensions with Rosemond. After the 4th region, the complaints had gotten so worse that even some youth organizers were giving me feedback. So I came back to the boss and told the boss that I think there's a problem on the field. Rosemond is not gelling well with the team. Then he asked what we should do, and I advised that she's recalled. So DMB picked his phone and asked that Rosemond returns to Accra. I'm sure she doesn't know why she left the field. It's today that she might be getting to know why she left the field. She was recalled to Accra, so she had to fly and return. And the rest of the work was done successfully without any hitches again. When she got to Accra, she was assigned a role at the campaign office. And this is important. She never worked as a presidential aide. She never worked at the Jubilee House. She was assigned a role at the campaign office. After a few months, I started getting complaints from the campaign office as well, that there were problems there. Then I get a call to come before DMB. I go, we talk about other issues. Then he asked me, are you aware? Do you know? Have you heard that Rosemond is a pimp? Then I said, sir, as far as I know, I have no evidence that she's a pimp, but it is an opinion people hold about Rosemond that she's a pimp. And he said, okay, but I don't have any evidence, but that's the opinion about her. And he said, okay. Later on, I hear so many things that have happened in the office. Some amount of lies and issues of disrespect, and it was beginning to cause some disruptions in the office. She was assigned a role, she leaves the role, and she was more interested in following DMB around. And when she started following around, that's where a lot of information, you know, began to trickle in for all of us to understand. At the time, DMB was the sitting vice president. Wherever he gets his information from, I don't know, and I can't go and ask him. So he was getting a lot of feedback and information. Using DMB's name in doing things that were not proper. And I'll share just a few, because I cannot speak to everything. DMB was going to UK for a program, and a list was sent to the protocol officer to work on. Rosemond takes her passport to the protocol officer and says that DMB asked her to bring her passport. But the protocol officer, who has been working around, knows that that is not the right procedure. That's not how it is done. Upon further checks, it was established that it was not true. It was not DMB that asked her to do that. You cannot use the man's name in such a vile manner without his authorization. Then there was another incident. She wants to sit in meetings she's not supposed to, and at one point my boss Samia Uku questioned her, do you have to sit in this meeting? She said yes. The boss asked her to sit in the meeting, but Samia knew that no, that will not be the case, because that meeting she wasn't supposed to be there. And later checks also revealed that she was not supposed to be in the meeting, and she lied about that, saying that it was the boss that asked her to come and sit in the meeting. There are many instances of these things I don't want to, mention, but just to give a clue of some of the things that were happening. Senior management began to, get uncomfortable, to the extent that Rosemond wanted to serve DMB's food. How? When there's a protocol to handling his food, how do you come just some few months, you want to handle the man's food? All of these things were happening concurrently, not gelling. Then you came to meet people at the office. Now you wanted to show that you know DMB more than those people, and Papa said this and Papa said that. Then people will say, no, this girl is talking too much. Even if Papa said something, you do not take it out and say Papa said this, Papa said that. Now for the NDC people who clutched on to straws and accepted Rosemond because she came to tell a pack of lies, how come Rosemond came to the office and left, and all those who have been working at the campaign office there are still present there? Only she could not make it. And you people didn't see where the problem was? And you people took her as a treasure because she came to lie on the man. In all of this intervening period, she didn't spend more than 6 months. In fact, 7 months in DMB's office. So it's not as if she spent a long time in the office, that she got to know so much, she knew so much, that she was a golden egg. No. Why would you, Rosemond, treat the man that gave you so much opportunity in this manner, when you knew that you were disrespecting people? And that was the cause of your problems in that office. Why do you go and lie on him? That he should have fought for you. Fought for you as who? Fought for you because you disrespected your seniors, people who were way higher than you, people you came to meet. He didn't protect you, so he's a bad person now. It is okay to switch party and camps. My brother Awal crossed carpet from the NDC to NPP, but he didn't do the kind of things you have done. In 2000, President Kufuor's campaign manager ditched him last minute and crossed carpets to the NDC. He didn't do these things that you have done. So let it be on record. You were never a presidential staffer, a staffer at the office of the vice president. No, you were not. And to get back to this story, when DMB realized that, okay, there were so many problems, you know, with this whole Rosemond thing in the office, you always want to follow them around and so on and so forth. He said, reassign her to Nana Pia Virus, who was then leading the volunteer groups campaign side, you know, of issues. That reassign Rosemond to the volunteer groups so that she can get time and do the field work as she likes. Rosemond said no, she doesn't like it. She won't do that one. She wants to be where DMB is. So she refused to be reassigned to Virus and work with volunteer groups. All of us, when the man gives us instructions, we don't pick and choose. When he calls you and he gives instruction, we follow. But you had the guts to choose what you want in the office, and that you refuse to be reassigned to volunteers group where you could still move around the way you wanted if it was field work. And the whole drama you put up there. One time, Rosemond follows the vice president to Sunyani, and this girl goes to cry in Sunyani because she was not put in the same hotel as DMB. She was put in a different hotel. Not that hotel is bad, but just because she was not present in the hotel DMB was lodging. How can you behave this way? How can you behave this way when there's protocol to these things? That the very closest people to him are the close protection, his ADC, his valet, and so on and so forth. People who do immediate things for him. Even some of us who have worked with him for so long, we don't stay with him at the hotel all the time. We travel with him. We can be in faraway hotels. When day breaks, we all come back to where he is. So you get the opportunity to travel with him, and you go and put up a show, cry, because you're giving a hotel separate from where the man was. Like, what kind of obsession is that? So this is just the crime of DMB, that you have to paint the man so black to the world. You've gotten away with the murder for too long. And let it end there. Let it end. Let it end. DMB did no wrong to you. You messed up. And I hope that young people would not behave the way that you did. That you show respect when you come into any setup. You work with the people. You don't come and say that you are more special than them. You came to meet people there. Renel and Co are all still in that office. You have left. They are still there. So who is the problem? Now let me tell you the concluding part of the story. And that's why I got disappointed with this free zones woman. I don't know her. I can't. We'll see something. That at a point she was a security risk. Who was interested in harming Rosemond? Nobody. Now, after a while, when all of this brouhaha happened, I went back to DMV and I told him, sir, this young lady, I think that we should find something for her. And he said, yes. What do you suggest? And I said, oh, we should get her a scholarship to go out and, cool down her head. Because some of the things I am hearing, not too pleasant. Then he says, okay. So I suggested he calls somebody. And he picked the phone in front of me and he called the person and told the person that, oh, can you do this scholarship thing for me? Then the person said, oh, we are not in the scholarship window yet. In fact, we are having troubles with scholarship. But anytime we are going to work on this scholarship thing, we'll get back and sort this particular matter out. Not long after that, we started picking these things. Movements, discussions going on. So who says we didn't know? And who was interested in harming her? What political value does Rosemond add to us? Between Samuel Uku and Rosemond, who would you pick on any day in terms of political value? So the man does all these things for you and he's the bad one. Just in 6 months, you think you know DMB? That you come and say all the things you have said about him? No, don't do that. Providence will come after you. Karma will come after you. Everything in gratitude brings a day of reckoning would come after you. If you have gone to the NDC, fair enough. That's no problem. Cross carpeting is normal. Be in the NDC. They have elevated you. You have used DMB as leverage. Enjoy the leverage. But let it be the last time you will be talking about DMB. Even when he was told that you were a pimp and all the things he got to know about you later on, still he was not antagonistic towards you. He was not. He still treated you with care. And I saw how Madame herself treated you. Both husband and wife, they were so nice to you that you are so ungrateful ever saying those nasty things about him. Many young people in the party haven't gotten the benefits of being close to him and walking around his corridors like you did. And many of the young people that you have seen, working around, all of them, everybody has been grateful to DMB, except you. So, Rosemond, let the NDC treat you well. The lies that you told them. And I was waiting. Look, we allowed you to get away with this thing for too long. The first day your interview was sent to me, I was shocked. 3 weeks to election. I was shocked to the bone because I know the story. You couldn't work with Manaf and Richard Jemfi. You could not. You were brought back to the office. You could not work with anybody around there. I don't know how you are faring in the NDC, whether you are able to work with them or you are putting up the same behavior there. If you have changed, the better for you. If you have not, it won't be long. They'll be fed up with you. Like all the shenanigans, all the drama you put up at the DMB office, that at the point everybody was fed up with you. That everybody was fed up with your character. You are a defective character. I wish you well in the NDC. But fix the problem. DMB is not. So let the whole world know that it's not a man you know well. No, you don't know him. I can look into DMB's eyes and tell whether he's angry or not. When he does something, I can interpret it. And for all of us who are close to him, we know his gestures. We know his thinking. We know how he does his things. You don't know him. You don't know the man at all. You were never close. You were never close. You were never close to the man as you portrayed to the NDC people. But you have enjoyed your time. You have enjoyed the leverage. You have enjoyed the leverage. It's okay. This should be the last time that you'll be disrespecting DMB again. I don't want to mention other people you went to see to come and beg for you and all that. I don't want to get into all those things. I don't want to get into all those things. This is a brotherly advice. I've never been mean to you. When he asked me, I could have run you down, but I never did. You are given the opportunity to rise. You blew it. If God has given you a second opportunity, don't blow this one. Be loyal to your NDC family now. But this disloyalty that you have shown, if they can ever trust you, then the NDC too is not a serious party. If they'll ever allow you near JM, whoever that they did, then I am shocked for them. I'm shocked for them. And as for the NDC, I can assure all of you that the packed lies she has come to tell you people, and DMB didn't fight for her, and so on and so forth, and DMB is she's going to rescue what she needs to rescue herself, and DMB is not firm, and a man you don't know, a man you don't know. When you completed your masters, you wrote adorations for him. How he's been so helpful to you. How many people get the attention of the vice president at the time? He was a sitting vice president. That he can call people and say that do this for this person, do that for this person. Let's end it here. My dear, let's not do this. I want to maintain my respect and the principle I have developed for some time now, that have been my principle, guiding principle for some time now. Let us keep it. But if you keep trying to pick on DMB, nobody asked you to do the things you did that created problems for you. It was your own actions. your own actions. And I hope from today, you don't go and sit and repeat those things again. If you cannot say sorry to him for the lies look, you painted the man so black. A man that was nothing but nice to you, his wife. And you're okay, you're able to sleep at night. But fear providence and fear karma. For if it wants to come after you, it will be between you and your God. DMB remains a nice man. He remains a nice person. He remains a nice person. On any day, he will continue to be. You are not the first young person DMB has been so welcoming of. He loves young people. When he became vice president, he was called the vice president with the small boys around him, because he had picked us small young guys around him. When you came to the secretariat at the point, Lisbeth Utuka was the executive secretary to him, with Sarah and Abena assistant in the office. Then very sharp guys he put together, Gideon Boakun, Manaf, and everybody. Krobia, sharp guys. That is him. He likes young people, and only day he'll give the opportunity to young people. That's why you see that he's still surrounded by young people. Most of the time, go to his office, the campaign office, you know it. You know it. You, Rosemond, you know it. The whole office is made up of young people. You have had your time. It's okay. You are now in a new party. Concentrate on building yourself there. If they don't trust you, it is because of what you have done and they have seen. It is a betrayal. It is a stab in the back that you have done that scares them about you. Deal with your people. Build your profile in your new party and leave Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia alone. You have had that leverage for long. The lies, everything you have used his name to do, to tarnish him for your own personal achievement. You have achieved it. So let it end there. We don't want to hear Mahmoud Bawumia's name from you again. His Excellency, the former Vice President and the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. This election is not going to be like the 2024 one. No. This one. Anybody who comes after DMB will come after you. It will not be the same way in the 2024 one. It will not be. So if you think that DMB is your target, then the advice I'll give you is to tighten up your belt. Maybe you should look for a bigger one. So kindly, my dear sister, that is politics. That is politics. I wish you well. And some of the things I will keep. But I just wanted the whole world to know the story. I am involved in it, so I had to tell this story. How reckless you have been. How disrespectful the kind of information that later came on. If you are still in the pimping business in the NDC, that is your matter there. If you have stopped, fair enough. But let not DMB be your target. Take him off your table. And for all the people who took your word for it, I'm sorry, but you people bought a pack of nonsense. If not desperation for power, somebody who was in an office for less than 7 months leaves, tells you people's stories, and you accept it. When she came and met people and left, and those people are still there. So if DMB was that bad person, how come all the people who are still in that office are still there? Because Rosemond alone breathes helium or hydrogen. She doesn't breathe oxygen. I thank all of you so many people online who have come to watch. We had to really do this. I had to do this. I had to do this. And I have tried to remain within a certain threshold because it's a young lady involved. I don't want to, you know, overly break the principle that I have established over the time. But this is a very dishonest person. This is a very disrespectful person. This is a defective character. And the NDC, you can carry her. We have a proverb in Dagbanli that Ahizan Abi in Le Nanyin in Juru. To wait, when you turn your son into a king, you are the one who carries him. You people carry your thing. But tell her to leave the MPP alone. And what really needs rescue is she herself. She needs the rescue. Not any of us. Not Ghana. And next time you get opportunity, when somebody is there for you this much, don't ever repeat what you have done again. And DMB doesn't ever deserve what you have done. And if God is one, his God will speak for him. He will not say it. He will not say it, but his God will speak for him. And the truth to catch up with you. On this note, friends, everybody, I thank you so much. You know, I've seen so many comments. I can't, you know, read all. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, no room for jandam. We'll kill it. All right. Once I was deeply involved in this thing, I had to set the record straight. Anything I know, I would never allow injustice to go. I didn't speak to anybody before, you know, coming out to do this thing. I haven't spoken to DMB or any other person for that matter. But this had to be done. This had to be cleared. And from today onwards, everybody should get to know the character that they're dealing with. Those who want to believe her, hey, you can follow her. If you want to follow her, you follow her. I'm telling you the kind of lies and trona what training you know. Say and then I'm mope AJD not my fan trona sa. Onim papa no na wa twantro bebre atono so. And this one had to be corrected, because when you read Goebbels, you know, yes, when you tell a lie and repeat it becomes true, and that's why this one had to be nipped in the bud. So Felix Kwacha Fosu, who has taken this girl and put her in his office and at the presidency, my brother, do you know what you have taken? This one is more explosive than an atomic bomb. If I want to tell you some of the stories, you people, the drama that took place. But my intention is not to destroy the lady. No, it's not my intention to destroy her. It's not my intention to destroy her. No. We just want the record straight. That's all. And the record should reflect what happened. That this was her behavior. She messed up big time and she was kicked out. And she was kicked out. Thank you all for watching. You know, I appreciate you coming online. You know, and yeah, anytime there's a jandam, we'll come back and kill it. 2024 is not normal though. Yeah, I'm calling normal, sir. Would you see how you be trapped? Yeah. Would you see how you be trapped? Someone says we should rescue her. Ohineba Elisha, I see you, bro. Yeah, all of you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, no room for Jandam. Yeah, Joseph Ohinede. Yeah, I see you, bro. I see all of you. Yeah, no time for imbecility. In the voice of Songo.